Hey, feels like I'm insane. I'm afraid of change. The pictures that I framed remind me of when the skies were blue.
Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to another video. For those who don't know me, my name is Britt. I am the face behind Girl Crochets, which is a small crochet business that primarily focuses on crochet accessories, especially the safety eyes that go into crocheted plushies. I really am passionate about painting and designing safety eye collections that are based off my favorite things, specifically anime. I really love designing safety eye collections off my favorite anime. At the beginning of 2025 is when I launched my website, nerdygirlcrochets.com. That's when I started officially doing safety eye drops. In September of 2025, that's when I officially went full-time as a crochet business owner. It's been a lot of hard work. I definitely work more now than I did before, but it's absolutely worth it. I wouldn't change it for anything. So I primarily focus on selling crochet accessories for other crocheters, but I also do sell crochet patterns and crochet plushies over on my website. I did recently list a crochet plushie over on my Etsy just to see if it will help kind of make people realize, hey, she sells plushies too. Always keep it real with my journey as far as being a small business owner. I am not someone who was just like, hey, I am flushed with cash and super successful as a small business owner, and that's why I went full time. I keep my journey so real. I left the nursing profession. It was something that was just draining my mental health. It was not an easy decision to do, but it was honestly the best thing I could have done for my mental health. And that's why I ended up going full time after being on leave for 6 months. And the thing is success is all relative, so it's important to not compare my journey to yours. Success is all relative, and we all have a different definition of what we consider success to be. So my definition of success might be different than yours, so that's important to consider. I had been in the crochet community for almost 2 years when I went full-time with my crochet business. I've been painting safety eyes for almost 2 years when I went full-time as well. So it's really easy to fall into that comparison trap. And I sometimes have to remind myself too that it's really important to try not to compare your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 20. I went full-time with my business after almost 2 years of being in the crochet community over on Instagram. I started out with orders just kind of being by accident, essentially. I would post that I used safety eyes that I painted on my plushies just when I posted a photo, and then people reached out like, hey, you painted those? Can I buy some? I initially started off with selling beaded hooks, Ami sticks, eyes, and it just kind of grew from there. Once it got to the point where it felt a little overwhelming to manage orders through Instagram messaging, that's when I decided that 2025 was the year that I wanted to make a Shopify website. So I've now been using Shopify for a year, and it has made it so much easier to run my business. Love it, love it, love it. I've now been doing eye drops for a year. I am so excited to be doing them more regularly now that I'm full time. I'm just so passionate, basing them off the things that I love. I just can't say enough good things about it. I love it so much. I already have many plans for 2026 when it comes to my eye drops. I'm just really excited. I realized in my last video, I started off the video and I was like, I have a yarn haul from Michaels. And I totally forgot to show the yarn I got from Michaels, so I figured I would just go ahead and insert the clip here before I get started by opening this gift I got from my Secret Santa. So yeah, I'll go ahead, I'll insert that clip here, and then I'll kind of talk about this Secret Santa exchange that I'm doing with some friends of mine. I did like a little mini yarn haul yesterday, so nothing crazy. I did do like a little mini one at Michael's yesterday, so I'll show you what I got and what I plan to do with it. I did get some of the new Loops and Threads Demi Pearl. So it kind of feels like, I don't know, it feels like blanket yarn to me. I'm going to be honest. You have to still go feel
all their yarn. Michaels is like notorious for this, even with like their Sweet Snuggles Light. You have to go feel it because so much of their yarn, it's just constantly inconsistent quality. I went and had to feel all of it because so much of their yarn felt so starchy, gross, stiff, but these ones feel great, super soft. So I went and felt these. They felt amazing. So I did get these. My hope with these is to make Kirby's with them. Here on out, I'm basically going to be prepping as if I'm accepted for the anime convention that I applied to. The anime convention is at the beginning of February, so I have to have a lot of stock because it's a 3-day convention. So my brain right now is basically just like prep. And I am like so hopeful I get it. I want it really, really bad. Those are my people. And the last 2 markets that I did, my favorite kind of like interactions were when I was geeking out about anime. So I just know like an anime convention is where I would really thrive and have so much fun because it's like you're literally surrounded by people who love the same thing that you do. I'm really hoping I get it, but even if I don't, it's not a bad thing to have all of that inventory. So I'm really hoping that I do get it, but even if I don't, it's fine. And I will say, now that I'm full-time, I feel like when I go yarn shopping, I go with a lot more of a purpose than I did before. Before I would just be like, oh, I like that color, I'm gonna get it. And now I go and I'm like, that's a pretty color, but I have no idea what I would make with it. So I'm a lot more intentional with my purchasing than I used to be. So when I went and I saw this, I mean, I've always loved this color anyways, but when I saw this, my thought was, this could be used for Kirby. So I bought 2 of these for Kirby. And then this, I have always loved this color, but it's Sweet Snuggles Light. The like hot pink. I have always loved this color. So this was also I could use for Kirby. Like the accents that are the darker pink, I was like, I could use this for Kirby. So literally I bought these with the intention of I could use for Kirby using Sweet Bree Crochet's little like pocket Kirby. Her pattern is technically Ugh. Her pattern is technically a keychain, but I just use it as like a little standalone little mini Kirby, and it did sell when I did my last bazaar, so I figure it was pretty popular at just like a little school bazaar, so I imagine at an anime convention, I think it would do pretty well. So I did go ahead and go get more pinks for Kirby, especially because I was using the Brene blanket yarn and it was just killing my wrist making him. I was slower because the yarn was so stiff. I knew I wanted to go get a yarn that was softer so I could prep them and hopefully be a little bit quicker because the yarn wasn't so hard on my arm. Got these, and the yarn was buy one get one 50% off, so it was, you know, nice to get a little bit off. Like, holy cow, look at all this yarn. So yes, this is what I got from Michaels. So I have a group of crochet friends now that we've honestly been in a group together for quite some time now, and we did a like Secret Santa exchange last year, and we did it again this year. And last year I got my best friend Allie, which she is here on YouTube and Instagram. Her name is Allie McKenzie Crafts. So I got her last year, and this year I'm super excited about who I got, but that will probably be in next week's video. I'm hoping by the time I'm filming and editing for my next week's video, I'll be able to show that off. I think by then my Secret Santa will have their gift at that point, so it'll be safe for me to show. My Secret Santa gift arrived, and so it's ready for me to go ahead and open, and I always love seeing like unboxing and reaction videos. So when my gift arrived, I asked my friend, is it okay if I go ahead and just like videotape the reaction for YouTube? And because she's also on YouTube, of course she was like, that's totally fine. So my Secret Santa is actually Crochet with Kelsey. She's here on YouTube and on Instagram, so I am super excited. It was really fun last year. Well, not last year, oh my gosh, I'm already like thinking way ahead. But earlier this year, we did a crochet retreat and Kelsey was there, so we got to meet in person, and I just love Kelsey. She has such fun deadpan humor, and we're going to be meeting up again in January, and I'm just super, super excited. So when the box arrived and I saw it was Kelsey, I was like, I'm excited to see what she made me. So anyways, let's just get to it. She said, Merry Christmas, Britt. I can't wait to see you soon. Heart, Kelsey. I'm super excited too. Oh, I did not expect to open it up and see Kyo from Fruits Basket. Oh my god. Oh my god. I literally saw the orange and I saw the bracelet and instantly just was like, oh my god, it's Kyo. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like the last year I've become like a very, very like sentimental and like emotional person. So that really I instantly just felt I felt like I was gonna get tearful as soon as I saw him. Oh my gosh, the lighting is terrible right now. I'm gonna have to try and show him when the sun isn't like peeking through the clouds, but oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I love him. So people who are close to me know that I absolutely love Fruits Basket, the anime Fruits Basket. I love Fruits Basket so, so much. I love Kyo. I love him. He's a little firecracker kitty in the anime. I love him so much. He's actually in the background, like right there, next to the main female character, Toru. Oh my god, I love him. I've crocheted him so many times, but oh my gosh, this is unbelievably special. Like, to have his little bracelet on him, that is such a personal touch. Oh, oh, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to try and like, I have like a little Fruits Basket shelf on my manga area. I'm gonna have to try and like rearrange it and put him on there. I'm like, oh my god, my heart is like so overwhelmed right now. Oh my god, I love him, Kelsey. I love him so much. I've kind of at a loss for words. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh, I love him. He's just like, I don't even want to be productive now. I just want to like hold him and cuddle him. He is so precious. Oh my gosh. Like, there's something else in the box, but I'm just kind of stuck. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I love him. Oh, he's so cute. And I know what pattern this is. This is by Nocturne Cat Crochet. This is her Tsuki pattern. Oh, I love him so much. Nailed it. I wanted to make Kyo with her pattern and I did not have enough time. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. Okay, I'll open the other stuff in the box. Oh my god. She made Yuki to go with him. Another Fruits Basket character. Oh my god. I didn't expect this. Oh my gosh, they're so amazing. Oh. Oh. I'm a really sentimental person. People haven't caught on to that, so there was a lot of thought put into this gift, clearly. Oh my oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Kelsey. Okay. Oh my gosh, I need to fix my lighting so you guys can see how amazing this is. Okay, she got me this beautiful Fruits Basket cup. Oh my gosh, I adore Toro and Kyo so much. Like, adore them. They're one of my absolute favorite anime couples. So this is him in his human form. This is him when he's the cat. Oh, oh my gosh, I love it so much. I'm like scared to even use it because it's so beautiful. I'm tempted to just put it on my shelf because it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it so, so much. Oh my god. This It's such an amazing gift. Oh, wow. I love how special crochet is and like how much we can really like touch hearts with these kinds of gifts. I didn't see this coming at all. I'm blown away, Kelsey. Thank you so much. I'm just like, wow, I need to rearrange my shelves right now. I was going to be productive and now I'm like, how am I supposed to be productive? I'm just so blown away. Oh my gosh, they're so amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. You're the baby. So Kyo and Yuki from Fruits Basket. Oh my gosh, I am so in love. Thank you. I'm not even gonna lie, yesterday I opened up my Secret Santa from Kelsey and I was just kind of frozen and unable to do anything for a hot minute. I'm a very sentimental person, so when I opened up the gift, there was clearly a lot of thought that went into that gift. I tend to just kind of take in those kind of gifts, and I really just kind of like loved on him for a while, really took him in. So I had planned on filming after that, and I really just, after that I was like, yeah, no, now I need to rearrange my, I need to rearrange my Fruits Basket shelf. He's going to go on my shelf, and then I put little Yuki next to him, and so yeah, that's what I ended up doing yesterday. I just took the time to really take it in, enjoy it, and then I got to work. So I've been working really hard on kind of like, I don't know if I'll say revamp or refresh, I guess, refresh my shop. I really am trying to like refresh the listing photos for my shop. I want them to reflect like more of me, my branding. A lot of my branding is like pink, blue, purple. It's kind of the background colors of my logo photo. So I've been working really hard on my products reflecting that more. So I've been working super hard on behind the scenes working on that. So a lot of time has been going into that. So I actually just got back inside from taking a lot of photos of stitch markers that I have. I am also working on listing more of my stitch markers. I legit have so many charms and I'm just now taking the time to work on getting them like up and listed. So I'm super excited. I personally am somebody who, I don't know, whatever, call me extra. I love to have something a little glitzy, glammy. I love sparkles. I love nerdy things, obviously. So for me, I am somebody who loves to have like a little stitch marker that represents something that I love. So for me, I do love having a little stitch marker that's cute versus one of the generic plastic ones. There's nothing wrong with using the plastic ones that you can just get anywhere, but I do love having a little cute, fun one that represents my personality or something nerdy that I love. So I do love offering those over on my website. So I'm very happy to be finally focusing more on those and also having my listing photos just looking a little bit better. I will show you kind of what the packaging will look like. The packaging also will be individually wrapped now. Before, I would just make the stitch marker and put them into a bag, and depending how many people bought, it would just all go into the bag together, but now they'll be individually wrapped. I am really proud of this. I just think it looks a lot more professional, so I don't know. It's the little things. It really does go a long way. I've been watching a lot of Colorfully Sarah here on YouTube, and I just like, she's got her branding down so well, and she's just been such an inspiration for me. I really love her positive attitude and just how she runs her business. So she really has served as an inspiration for me, and it's been really fun just kind of like giving my shop the little refresh, really bringing my branding and my personality into my products. So I forgot to mention that, so these are cut. I individually cut them myself, and I cut them so they are sized to fit into a little like iridescent bag. I love iridescent everything. So it's like sparkly, iridescent, color shift. That is my vibe. I love really colorful stuff. I love that. So I'm just, yeah, like I said, I can't say excited enough. I am just really excited for my products to start showing off more of my personality and my branding, including my stitch markers. So I'm just really proud of myself for coming up with this. It's something small. It's just a little added detail, but it is amazing how just little details can make such a difference. I am like looking at my previous product listing photos compared to what they look like now, and I'm like, that looks so much better. I struggled a lot with trying to get my camera to like pick up my sewing sticks and my stitch markers before. Now with the way I'm doing my listing photos, I'm like, wow, that looks so much better. So I'm really hoping doing it this way is going to help people like see really what I'm offering. So we'll see. I'm just really excited. So I'll show you a little bit of what the packaging now is for the stitch markers. So see, individually wrapped now. It's on like a little glitzy, shimmery paper. And I do use a little plastic lobster claw. I used to do like a little metal one, but ever since I tried a plastic one, I was like life-changing. I can't ever go back now. I love the plastic ones. I just think they are so easy when crocheting and they're so easy on my hands. So now I only do plastic ones on the ones that I sell. But there is like so many in front of me. I have so many stitch markers in front of me that I need to list still. I'm working on updating the ones that I currently have listed, but I have so many charms that I want to make and offer on my website, but I'm just really excited. Like I said, I love a cute stitch marker, so I just like being able to offer that to other people as well. I'm just really excited. It's something that I definitely want to put a little bit more time and energy into. It's not like I am so passionate about my safety eyes, but I really love to make accessories in general, like the sewing sticks, everything. So it's just, I really love getting creative in all accessory ways for crocheters. So I'm just really excited to be focusing on making this little refresh for my website. It's been a lot of fun. Also, this is not related to my stitch markers or anything. I showed the unboxing of this hat and I'm like, look at it, isn't it cute? This is by Stitching Witch. I literally have Fruits Basket on mine, like Fruits Basket state of mind ever since yesterday when I opened up that super sweet sentimental gift from Kelsey. I'm like, oh, I love it. I might have to rewatch it again. Oh my gosh, look, Kio's literally like peeking out. Anyway, I'm like, I'm excited, but we can also talk about like crochet things because I have been actually like crocheting a good amount. I am almost done with my Secret Santa gift. I hope my Secret Santa loves it. I'm looking at it right now thinking it's looking pretty dang cute if I do say so myself. I am just super excited for my Secret Santa to get it, but I can show you what I finished so far and some little whips that I'm working on. So I did finish this cute little Mew that I tested for Knotty Hookers. That is Emily over on Instagram. She's the one who's been making these super cute worry pals. And these are the patterns that I have been talking about in previous videos that are absolutely perfect for market makes. And she has been making a lot of nerdy ones now. And I'm just so happy. I had suggested to her, like, you should make a Mew. And she did. And I was like, oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love it so much. She absolutely nailed Mew. So these eyes are 18mm painted by me. I think she did such a good job on the Mew design. So cute. So I currently am working on just using last little bits of skeins I have of Bernay blanket yarn because when I first started crocheting, I was like obsessed with Bernay blanket yarn. I don't know how I was ever obsessed with it. It's killing my wrist. It is so hard on my wrist right now. It slows me down significantly. As much as I want to save money and just use up what I have, I'm struggling a lot. Like this took me so much longer than it should have just because the yarn is just not that soft. If I'm being completely honest, I would have been so much faster if the yarn was, say, Naughty Pony or even Sweet Snuggles Light if it's a good skein of Sweet Snuggles Light. I ended up purchasing Premier Plush yarn for the first time. This is actually the first time I've ever bought yarn from Premier. So I'm eager to try it. I've heard it's similar to Sweet Snuggles Light because I keep going to Michael's and they're either really plucked through or it's just a really like bad and starchy and just not good. I've been hearing lots of good things about Premier Plush, so I'm like, okay, it's worth a shot. So I'm gonna try out Premier Plush because I am trying to prep for Anime Washington. If I'm accepted, I don't know. Applications finally closed just the other day. I have to treat it as if I'm accepted just because I don't know when I'm gonna find out. And so I need to keep prepping inventory as if I am just to be prepped. but this Bernay blanket yarn is slowing me down so much. So I know I'll be so much faster if I have a yarn that is not so hard on my wrists and doesn't catch on my hook all the time. But this Mew is so cute. I used a 6mm hook, 18mm eyes. There's Mew. All right, next little thing I'm working on right now is a Chibi Gojo. When I saw him, I was like, oh my gosh, I so want to apply to test this. Actually, this creator's first pattern test, well, not pattern test, but you know, like the first pattern they're releasing for testing. So anyways, they had Luffy and they had Gojo. So I wanted to test Gojo because, of course, I love Jujutsu Kaisen. Anybody who knows me knows I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I literally have Gojo on my wall right there. It's just this little like chibi Gojo. I don't have the hair or anything, so he just kind of looks like an egg. But anyway, Chibi Gojo. I need to make his hair and his sunglasses still, but it's like, oh my gosh, I want to test that so bad. On her profile, she had just like a bunch of different chibi makes that she had made saying she got accepted to an anime convention and she needed a bunch of like quicker makes. And so she was designing all these different chibi makes. I was like, that's perfect. I'm literally trying to prep for an anime convention. That's perfect. So I am testing this little Chibi Gojo. He's got his sunglasses. I have the sunglass pieces made. All I have left is his hair that I have to make, and then I'll assemble and he'll be done. I'm super excited. This is a pattern test for Amigu 2022 DVO. And then on Facebook, it says her name is Amigurumis by Cat. Instagram, it's Amigu 2022 DVO. I'll be sure to put her name down in the description. Anybody that I mention in my video, I really do my best to make sure I put them down in the description so people could find them down in my description. It's just gonna be a little Chibi Gojo. He is currently a whip that I'm working on, but I'm excited to see him come together. Next thing I finished, this is the little mini Eevee. This is a pattern test I did for Sphinx Crochet. She's here on YouTube and on Instagram. Oh my gosh, these are perfect. This is perfect for markets, like nerdy market makes. Perfect. Like literally, she fits in the palm of my hand. I used baby bear yarn for her with a 5mm hook and 18mm eyes. I just went ahead and painted these eyes myself. Oh, I love so much. And she's already coming out with more of the evolutions. This first test round, I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but I do know that it had Umbreon, Jolteon, and Eevee. I can't remember the other one. But she currently has a pattern test out for even more of the evolutions. I cannot recommend this enough. Like, seriously, I was so excited. I was like, Amanda, that's Sphinx Crochet. That's her name. You nailed it. Like, you nailed it. Like, she's so perfect. I love how small she is. I have been struggling to find small nerdy makes for markets. This is just perfect. Like, she is perfect. Exactly what I need. For me personally, at all the markets I've done, Eevee always sells. Eevee is always a bestseller. I remember last year, the market that did really well for me, I had people asking if I had more Eevee. This is just perfect. I cannot recommend it enough. Like, perfect, quick Eevee make. Love her so much. She's just so cute. I am a sucker for standing patterns. If they can stand on their own, it automatically gets more points for me. I just love it so much. Now, this is not something I have made recently, but it is something that literally I have so much like Jujutsu Kaisen, figurines, Funko Pops, everything that I'm now at a point where I'm like, okay, it's time for me to start making space. This is one of the first patterns I tested from my best friend Nocturne Cat Crochet. She is over on Instagram. I can never say like enough good things about her. Love her work, love her designs, just everything. This is one of the first dolls I tested for her, and it's like, all right, I think it's time now that I list him for sale. I actually did sell the Gojo that I tested using this style of pattern. And now I'm like, I think I'm going to be listing Yuji. I've held on to him for a long time now, but I do think I'll be listing Yuji here soon too. So I wanted to just show him. I made him in blanket yarn, so he's huge. Like, he's big. I want to reinforce these little button things I used. Back then, I kept the little like sticky of the sticker on and they just did not stay well. So now I've learned that for me, it works better if I take that little sticky adhesive off and just use a tiny bit of super glue and it will stay way better versus keeping that adhesive on. That's just something I've learned over time. But these are her little chibi dolls and I think they're really cute. I still really love this design. I think they're super cute. But yeah, this is Yuji Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen. One of the first like dolls I was testing back in the day, made him in blanket yarn, so he's really big. I needed the shelf space. I have like quite a few other dolls that I have displayed over my TV in my craft room, and as much as I love him, I was like, I think it's time, and I do plan to make like a Yuji in the future, so I was like, I have loved him for over a year now, so I feel comfortable listing him for sale for somebody else to love. But I just wanted to show him because I was like, he's so cute. I still think he's really cute. I made him in Bernay blanket yarn because back then I made everything in blanket yarn. So Yuji Tadori, this is using Kat's Chibi doll pattern, and I just think he's really cute. I love Jujutsu Kaisen so much. Yeah, it's been a really busy, productive week. Today, we are actually going to celebrate my husband's birthday. He's got some really close friends who are hosting a birthday party for him. So it's going to be like an all-day affair. I actually plan to bring some crochet stuff because him and his buddies are going to play a game. So I was like, I'm going to bring crochet. He's like, I think you should. He's such a good man. So yeah, I'm going to bring some crochet stuff to prep for Anime Washington. I actually have some pattern tests that I'm going to be working on too. So it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. If my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm still getting over being sick. I got sick before Christmas, so I am currently working on some projects I'm excited about. In my last video, I talked about how one of my projects I'm really, really passionate about and the things I love most are making dolls, specifically anime dolls, and how I had applied for Anime Washington. I still have not heard back from them yet. I do actually think I am going to reach out to them just because I did apply back in November and it's almost January now. The event is the first, I want to say it's like the first weekend of February. I just need to not that I need, it would be nice to know when can I expect to hear back. I am trying to plan out when I want to do my eye drop in January. I have the collection design now. I'm so excited about it. I literally took photos this morning. I'm so excited to share it with you guys, but when I do the eye drops and then I have to paint the eyes to order, it does take a lot of time, and then not only the painting, but packing up orders is a time-consuming process, so trying to do that on top of prepping for a 3-day anime convention, that does take planning out, when I want to do it. I just want to know from Anime Washington, like, hey, when can I expect to hear back? That will kind of help me with planning when do I plan to do the eye drop. I do want to do it in January. Like, I am a small business owner. I do still want to try and keep the ball rolling, so to speak. And I'm just so excited. Like, I have the drop design. Anyway, I do want to show you what I'm working on. Dolls are my absolute favorite. They are my passion project. I had been sick for about a week and it just kind of obviously was like killing the crochet vibe. I don't typically crochet too much when I'm sick anyways. It's just like something about working with the yarn when I'm sick. It just, But I finally am, feeling better despite the voice. I feel like, do you ever feel like your voice sounds worse than you feel? I feel like that's usually how it goes. But anyways, I am feeling better despite the voice. I wanted to show you guys what I'm working on right now. I've got 2 whips. Don't hate me for this. I've tried multiple times, but I myself am not a Demon Slayer fan. I've tried many a times. I can't get into it. But it doesn't change the fact that I know Demon Slayer is extremely popular. I tried many times. I just can't get into it. I just was not engaging enough for me, but I know it's extremely popular and I can still appreciate that the characters are cute. So I am making patterns by my best friend Sweet Beans Crochet, which is Robin, who is here on YouTube and over on Instagram. I've talked a lot in my videos about how I genuinely feel her little like baby. I don't know. I don't think they're not baby. I think think she calls them bite-sized, but her bite-sized dolls are seriously perfect for markets, and literally the Demon Slayer dolls are even faster than the K-pop Demon Hunter ones. It's like, this is insane how fast they are. So I want to show you guys where I'm at so far. They're tingle. I've got Nezuko so far here. I ended up just cutting some extra yarn. I am actually waiting for eyes to arrive from another one of my close friends, Lush Lux Loops. She has an upcoming eye drop, and she's sending me some eyes to help promote, and they're perfect for Nezuko. So I was like, okay, I want to make Nezuko. They're going to be perfect for her. And this is perfect to prep for Anime Washington. And even if I don't end up getting accepted for Anime Washington, I do want to be doing more markets. And this is very on brand for me. You know, I do want to be stepping more into the doll scene. This is what makes me happy. And I'm really tired of holding myself back from what makes me happy. I love to make dolls. I don't understand why I feel like I can't make them or sell them. Plus, the K-pop Demon Hunters dolls sold like hotcakes at my markets when I was using the Sweet Beans crochet pattern. So she has a lot of amazing patterns, and I know she has more she plans to release in the future. So I was very excited to make Nezuko with her pattern. So cute. So cute. So I was working on Nezuko last night, and I got to the point where I was like, okay, I could stop. And then, to be completely honest, I just didn't feel like making hair. Hair is the one part of dolls that I don't enjoy. It's always the one part that I put off. I do not enjoy working in chains. It's just tedious. It's fine. I would much rather work in the round. But it's always worth it once I finally do get to the part where the hair's done. But anyway, so I got to the part of Nezuko where I was like, all right, I'm done aside from her hair. And of course, needing her eyes. And then I was just like, Tanjiro is so cute. I just want to make him. Okay, fine. I'm going to make Tanjiro too. Same thing. I got to the point with Tanjiro where I just need to make his eyes, and I was like, he's so cute. I love how quick these are. They're just so cute. For the black and the white, I am using Knotty Pony yarn, and it is insane how much faster it is to make these with Knotty Pony yarn because it is so soft. So soft. Previously, I had been making these dolls with Bernate blanket yarn because I'm trying to work up with the rest that I have, but it's just awful on my wrist. It slows me down because it's so rough on me. And I was like, this is insane how fast I can work these up when the yarn doesn't kill me. So I was whipping these up so fast last night. I will say though, the green, that is still blanket yarn that I have. So that's Bernate blanket yarn, unfortunately. But these dolls are kind of a mix of yarn that I have because I'm truly trying to like use up yarn so I don't have to keep buying new yarn. When I first started crocheting, I kind of just hoarded it really bad. I'd be like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna buy it. And now that this is my business, I am trying to be more tactful with what I spend. Back when I first started crocheting, I was really into the Hobby Lobby velvet yarn. Although I don't love it now, I do still like the skin tone color, so I'm using up the stash that I have before I go and find one that pairs well with Knotty Pony, because it does pair perfectly with Knotty Pony yarn for these dolls. So because I have a lot of the skin tone colored yarn back from when I was obsessed with the Hobby Lobby velvet yarn, I'm just using it up while I have it. So it does pair really well with the Knotty Pony yarn. So I'm just going to be using it up for market prepping these dolls. I've been using a 5.5 hook with my Knotty Pony yarn in this velvet. So just really happy with how these are coming out. So yeah, for the black and white yarn, that's Knotty Pony. Skin tone yarn, that's Hobby Lobby Velvet, and her pink is also the Hobby Lobby Velvet. Those are both, they're honestly just kind of like a concoction of different yarns that I have that match the colors. Like this red, that is Michael's Chanel Home Slim Bernate blanket. It's just like all over. Once again, Chanel Home Slim all over the place, trying to get the correct colors that I needed for them, but so cute. So cute. I'm having a blast making them, even though I'm not a Demon Slayer fan. I still just think they're so cute. I'm like, oh my goodness. But admittedly, I keep having to look up pictures of them. Like, obviously I'm familiar enough with them. I can see when people like are cosplaying as them, or if somebody crochets them, I can be like, oh yeah, that's from Demon Slayer. But when it comes to the specifics of like colors, I'm having to look up photos of them to make sure I'm picking out the right colors because I'm not familiar enough with the show and I'm a sucker for details. So I want to make sure I get it right. So when I was going to pull brown for his hair, I'm like, okay, but like what shade of brown does he have? So let me pull my camera like off of this little tripod so I can show you before I talk about this next part. Okay, so see here, I literally like Googled them because I wanted to see like the shade of his hair, because I'm like, okay, like what shade of hair does he have? Pattern shows he has brown hair, but I want to see like what brown does he have. This will tie into me talking about the choice I'm gonna do for his hair. So when I saw that photo of him, I was like, okay, so his hair actually is kind of like, I don't know, maroonish, dark blackish brown. I don't really know how to explain it. So I was like, it's not standard brown. I was like, I'm pretty sure I have a yarn I can use for that. It's this. I'm gonna try this. I'm hoping it'll look okay. This is actually a yarn. Back when I was making Eren Yeager, oh my gosh, it was a whole fiasco. This was when Joann's was closing. I needed a very specific brown for his hair, and I wasn't sure what exactly the color was. I was looking on Joann's website because in stores they did not have it. All I knew was that it was Juicy Couture, but I did not know what the shade was. And on their website, it was hard to tell even looking at the photos. So I was talking with my friend Kat, Nocturne Cat Crochet, over on Instagram. I was like, I don't know. I think it's this one. I don't know. And she was an angel, and she went to the store and she bought the color I thought it was, and she shipped it to me. But when it arrived, I was like, no, that's not the right color. Like, this, no way, no. I actually have an old video here on YouTube where I was like trying to make Eren Yeager for my sister and talking about this whole fiasco of how he was, this whole journey to make him, because I needed this specific brown. It is unbelievably hard to find good shades of brown yarn. I don't know why, but it's a whole thing. So anyways, I ended up with this box full of this yarn, and I was like, it's not the right shade, but it's a pretty color. I don't know when I'll use it. But anyways, when I looked at this photo of Tanjiro's hair, I was like, okay, that color that was not the right brown for Eren Yeager's hair. I'm like, this looks like Tanjiro's hair. So this is Juicy Couture. I cannot tell you the shade of it because I am horrible. I'm horrible. I get rid of my labels. I get rid of the yarn labels because I wind them. I wind my yarn. I like how it is when it's wound up. It fits on my shelves better. I like my yarn wound up. I just prefer it. So anyways, I was like, this is its moment to shine. I think this is going to be perfect for Tanjiro. I'm excited to see it. Plus, I really do love velvet for doll hair. I just think it looks more like hair, in my opinion. I don't need my dolls to have velvet hair, but it is a preference if I have the right color. I'm excited. That's what I'm going to do for his hair. And then Nezuko, I saw her hair like in the pattern. And I mean, I know I've seen photos of it, but I'm not a Demon Slayer fan, so I'm not familiar. But anyway, I saw her hair has like lighter brown at the tips. I don't have really many yarn that actually matches that in the weight of the doll, like a 5.5 yarn weight essentially. So I'm a little bummed. I have to break into my Zaddy yarn for this. And I'm going to be honest, I'm selfish. I keep my Zaddy yarn for myself just because I do have to pay quite a bit in shipping to get it here. Now that I'm full-time in my business, I like to keep my Zaddy yarn for myself. It's just gotten to be a little pricey, and right now I'm in the starting up of my business. So it's just one of those things where unfortunately it's just a financial thing that I can't justify right now, but I don't have any other brown options. So I will be using some of my Zaddy yarn for the tips of her hair. Thankfully, it's only a little bit, but yeah, it's just one of those things where I love his yarn so much. I wish I could afford to use it more for market makes, but I have just decided that right now, while I'm in the early stages of my business and it's just more pricey, that I love his yarn so much that I'm keeping those for personal makes and not for market makes. But I highly, highly, highly recommend Zaddy Crafts yarn. I love it so much. I mentioned earlier that I'm currently working on Tanjiro, which is by Sweet Beans Crochet. I absolutely love her dolls so much. So much. I talked about how I was gonna use this color of yarn for his hair, and I think it's going to be so perfect. Here he is right now. I still need to finish his head. I finished painting the eyes. I just need to insert them so I can finish him, but I'm just imagining him. Imagine. I think he's gonna be perfect. I'm really excited. So Nezuko, this is a pattern by Sweet Beans Crochet. So for her, I used a lot of different yarn, to be honest, just to achieve all the different colors. The black is Knotty Pony. The white is Knotty Pony. Then the pink and the skin tone, that is Yarn Bee. That is Hobby Lobby yarn that I've had for a long time. Another yarn I'm trying to just use up because I don't care for it all that much anymore. The bottom of her shoes in the green, that's Bernay Blanket yarn. And then the brown tips, that is Zaddy Crafts. And then her little bow is Bernay Velvet. Lots of different yarn to achieve her, but I was so happy with how she came out. And this is the first time I've ever actually used a lighter to burn the ends of yarn. I was so nervous. So nervous to try that. To be completely honest, I am like very nervous around hot things in general, so fire, boiling water, anything like that. A few years ago, I had an experience where a pot of boiling water fell on my leg and I got a really bad burn from it. So anything that could burn me makes me extremely nervous. So I've actually never tried like burning the ends of yarn. Not only am I worried about like it burning me or ruining the project, so I was really nervous about having to do it for like the ends of her hair. But I was like really satisfied with it. I was like, this is so cool. It is actually a lot easier to burn the ends of like the yarn than I thought it was going to be. But I admittedly was very nervous to try it for the first time. But I'm so happy with how she came out. I think it is absolutely adorable. Admittedly, I'm not a Demon Slayer fan myself. She's so cute. I love her so much. These eyes are by Lush Lux Loops. These are going to be a part of her new standard collection. And I just like, oh my gosh, those are perfect for Nezuko. The pink is perfect for Nezuko. So because I'm such an anime fan, I was like, these are perfect for her. I don't even care that I'm not a huge Demon Slayer fan. These scream Nezuko to me. So I knew I wanted to make a Nezuko with them to really show them off. Like I said, I am prepping for Anime Washington as if I'm accepted, because even if I'm not accepted, Nezuko's really popular. So I guarantee there would be somebody who would want to take her home. This is Nezuko using Sweet Beans Crochet pattern, and I just think she is so cute. My bigger dog, I mean, she's not really that big. She's like 40 pounds, but she picked up this from my little dog, laying up on the top of the couch and chairs. So I'm like, my lounge chair is gonna be so flat on the top, but she loves to lay up there and gaze outside. But I just saw her sitting, like straight up sitting up there. It was pretty funny. But yeah, she loves to just gaze up there. So I'm about to get some work done in here. I do have an order to pack, but both the girls are hanging in here with me. So I do have some happy mail. I'm so excited. I was waiting on some of these eyes, which I mentioned. I was waiting on some eyes from May, which is Lush Lux Loops. She is seriously one of my closest friends in the crochet community, but also one of my absolute favorite eye designers. I have made a video about her eyes before in the past. She had come out with a Hunger Games collection of eyes, which I love Hunger Games, and I was so blown away by the designs that I was like, this deserves a whole video on itself. I am always blown away by all of her designs. They're always so intricate and the attention to detail. Just my favorite. This time around, I am actually going to be helping promote some of her new eyes. These are going to be a new safety eye collection that's just standard for her. So some standard colors. And so yeah, this time around, I'm helping promote some of those eyes. Just like I send eyes out to my friends to help me promote my exclusive drop, she is doing the same this time around. So I thought it'd be fun to be one of the promoters for a friend, just like my friends helped me promote my eyes. I have that package here, and then I also have some other Happy Mail that I bought from some other creators, so I figured let's go ahead and just open those here. I did go ahead and order some of the eyes from this drop as well, so as a promoter, I'm able to pre-order some of them early. I did go ahead and just order some blue and green eyes. I guess before I yab, I should just open them up and show you. Oh my gosh. She actually had told me she was gonna send me this, but I forgot. It's so cute. Little Spidey Hello Kitty. Love, love, love. So cute. As I unwrap the bubble wrap, I'll talk about it, but as promoters, we were able to like pre-order, so I actually did pre-order some 18mm eyes of colors I knew I needed for some of my smaller market prep makes. So I knew I wanted to market prep some Toothless and Light Fury, and I really I've talked about this many a times in my other videos before, but I do not like having to pause projects and paint eyes for my project. I would much rather just support my friends, other eye painters in the community, and buy from them, especially if I'm about to be market prepping. I am new to the market scene, but I already am I can already feel myself as a market prepping being like frustrated if I have to pause to paint eyes. So I have already bought some eyes from other people, and there's a couple other friends of mine that I do want to buy some eyes from, so I don't have to keep pausing and slowing down to paint eyes just for my smaller makes. So I did buy some 18mm eyes from this standard collection drop that's going to be coming out. Like I said, these are going to be standard colors that she offers, and they'll just be available all the time on her website. Even clouded through the bubble wrap, I can already tell I'm upset. I'm a sucker for blue eyes. I always gravitate towards blue eyes. I use blue eyes more than any other color. Oh, they're so pretty. So I got, these are 18mm. I don't remember the name, but they're all like glitzy related names. So these like icy blue, because I was like, these are perfect for Light Fury. So I got those for Light Fury. And then I got these glitzy greens for Toothless, also 18mm. I'm just gonna be honest, I don't enjoy painting smaller size eyes because it's such a small surface area, so it's a little bit of a struggle, but it's not that I won't do it. I will, but it is a little bit more challenging because it's such a small surface area. So I asked May, like, are you okay if I order some 18mm? Because it's kind of a known thing that they're just a little bit more challenging to paint because it is such a small surface area compared to 25mm and above. These are so beautiful. I could just tell from the photos that they're so beautiful, but it's always way more beautiful in person. Sparkles and anything glitzy, just videos and photos never do them justice. So I'm so excited. I knew right away, as soon as I saw the blue and green, I was like, I want those. I want those for Toothless and Light Fury. And for the sake of promoting, she picked pink for me, probably because pink is my favorite color. I absolutely love pink. So I'm excited to open those up. Oh yes, those are so pretty. Oh my gosh, these are perfect for Nezuko. Oh my gosh. I asked her if she'd be willing to make me 20mm because those are the size I use when I'm making Robin Sweet Beans Crochet dolls. These are absolutely perfect. When I saw that she had assigned me the pink eyes to promote, I actually was like, okay, what character has pink eyes? Because I am avidly now market prepping as if I'm accepted for Anime Washington. So I actually did. I asked my friends, I was like, okay, what character has pink eyes? I know Mira, but this shade is a little bit even lighter than the pink I use for Mira when I'm making Mira from K-Pop Demon Hunters. That is when Nocturne Cat Crochet, my best friend Kat, over on Instagram, she said Nezuko. Perfect. I knew I actually planned to make some Demon Slayer stuff for Anime Washington, so literally no time like the present. These pink eyes are perfect for Nezuko. Bam. So I'm excited to use these. These are so pretty. Absolutely love it. So thank you, May. I believe these are dropping the first weekend of January, so keep your eye out. We're on Instagram. If you're not following her already, be sure you go too. She makes such beautiful eyes. I just have to say one last thing. I'm so happy that I now have a bunch of 18mm. Thank goodness. I currently do not have any 18mm painted for myself. Thank goodness. Ah, they're just so pretty. All right, on to the next package of Happy Mail. I recently came across a stitching witch. I follow her over on Instagram, but I recently discovered from Instagram that she is here on YouTube. I discovered her on YouTube. I went on a binge fest. Absolutely love her content. She posts a lot of like anime nerdy stuff. Obviously that's my jam. So I was super excited to see that she actually has beanies and stuff with embroidery on it that's nerdy. Loved it. She had a design that I absolutely needed. Like, it wasn't a want, but a need. I'm just gonna open it up and show you. Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna lie. I forgot I bought two. Earlier today, I was like, dang, I wish I bought the Gojo one. I wish I bought the Gojo one. And I kind of forgot I did buy the Gojo one. That's hilarious. I admit, sometimes it's hard. I want to just be able to like buy all the things, especially when it's like from other small businesses. I just wish that I had like unlimited funds so I could just buy all the amazing things that are made by other small businesses. But I'm happy I at least bought the two that I was like, I need these. These are so cool. They're so special. You don't see these everywhere. I love beanies. I love beanies. So this was one I'm like, I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. I love Fruits Basket. Love Fruits Basket. It's one of my favorite animes of all time. And when I saw that she makes a Kyo beanie, I freaked out. I freaked out. Oh my gosh. I was so excited. Put it in my cart right now. I freaked out. So anyways, a stitching witch here on YouTube and on Instagram. Oh my gosh. I love Kyo so much. I was so excited. I also got the Gojo one, which I forgot I got the Gojo one. I was like sad I didn't get it, and then apparently I did. I'm glad I did. Oh my gosh. I love Jujutsu Kaisen so much. Oh, so much. These are so amazing. I love beanies a lot. So the fact that she is not only like a crocheter in the community, but also has really cool embroidery options also on her website. Love. Love, love, love. Ugh, I was so happy when I came across her YouTube channel just because I love nerdy stuff and anime content a lot, but admittedly, I've been struggling to come across other crochet YouTube accounts that like the same passion for anime. It was just so nice to come across another crochet YouTuber who loves anime too. Like, so if you are a crocheter and you love anime, please drop a comment below. I love anime so much. Oh, I love it so much. So connecting with others who love anime like I do is literally the best thing ever. If you do not follow her on Instagram or subscribe to her YouTube channel, I highly recommend. This is a stitching witch. Love, love, love. Last but not least, this is somebody I have gotten eyes from before she was actually so sweet and sent them to me out of her own kindness. But she makes amazing eyes, specifically toothless eyes is what she's known for. But she makes incredible eyes like in general. I needed more 18mm for market prep because I didn't want to paint them myself. You noticing a theme? So anyways, I was like, I don't want to paint 18mm eyes. I'm gonna go get some. I went to Haunted Pixie's shop on Etsy and got some eyes from her. Look at the cute sticker. Hey boo, your order's here. So cute, so cute. I just love when people go all out with their branding. So cute. It looks like a little ghosty. Little ghosty figure. Oh my gosh, it is. It's like a tiny little ghosty. And I actually just keep him on my desk right here. He'll hang out with me. And it's pink, my favorite color. I love it. Got some little stickers in here with the business card. So I bought these. My thought was I could use these on a Mew. Gosh, now that these are here, I kind of wish I had them in 20mm. This is the hard part about buying eyes versus just having them readily here and I like paint them, you know? But this color, I'm like, oh, I really want to make L from Death Note and just mod the pattern from one of Sweet Beans Crochet's little dolls. And this color would be perfect for him. I'm like, oh, those would be legit perfect for him. That darker blue for his eyes. So I bought a couple sets of those, and then I was talking about how amazing her toothless eyes are, so I got a 25mm set for market prepping because I do feel like I tend to use 25mm a lot for different toothless patterns for market makes. Just like look at those. They are incredible. The true iris style, I'm blown away every time I see them. They are so cool. Just so amazing. I remember the first time I saw them, I was like, those are so unique. I've not seen anything like it. I love them so much. They are so beautiful. She did such a good job on this design. I knew I needed to get a set for market prep reasons. So anyways, if you haven't checked out her Etsy shop, I highly recommend.
Now that my workspace is sufficiently messy, I better get it organized so I can get to work myself.
I do actually officially now have all the photos, videos, everything ready to go for my next eye drop. I'm super excited. I am also in the process of getting organized and figuring out which eyes I'm sending to which of my friends that are my official like eye promoters. So I'm getting all that organized right now. I'm super excited to reveal what the theme is of it, but I'm still kind of in limbo trying to figure out when I want to do that, just with trying to figure out if I am a vendor or not for Anime Washington. That's kind of the only holdup for me right now. Also trying to allow myself to have a little bit of a break between drops just because it is a lot of work, and I was really beat after the K-pop Demon Hunters drop. Unbelievably blessed, but I was really tired. I do think the constant grinding for multiple months between like drops, markets, and Christmas, I do feel like that is probably why my body got sick. It was like, you need to rest. I'm gonna make you sick. So I do want to allow myself to actually have a little bit of a breather between them. I think it's likely the drop will be at the end of January, but we'll see. I'll definitely keep you guys posted here on YouTube as I figure out more. I do need to go ahead and just like send a message, send an email to Anime Washington and figure out like, hey, do you guys have like an estimated time frame of when you are going to let applicants know like you're in or you're not? That's really going to determine when I want to do my drop. And also like a couple other ideas I have for my website and business going forward. I just finished carding up the eyes for the order that I have in my queue, so I figured I would show you guys. So this order is for someone named Ashley. She ordered the blue and green from the Be the Light collection. Right here. So she ordered the blue and the green from the Be the Light collection. She ordered the Doomed eyes. These are from the I Prevail collection. These were from the band inspired eye drop that I did. This was back in August, I want to say. And then she also ordered these are the Bad Omens little tiny bundle. I only did 2 styles for Bad Omens, so these are the Like a Villain, and these are, why am I brain farting on what those ones are called? Not even gonna lie. I had to go and check what the name of these eyes were. It's just been a minute since I designed them, and I was having a major brain fart. So anyways, these are the Burning Out eyes, part of the little pairing I did for the Bad Omen set. So from the top to the bottom again, these are the blue from the Be the Light collection, green from the Be the Light collection, Doomed from I Prevail, Like a Villain, and Burning Out. These are from Bad Omens. So the band inspired eyes on my website they're all pre-painted, ready to ship. So back when I did this drop, that was when I was pre-painting eyes and just listing them so they are ready to go. I now do my eyes as made to order, so things are just different now that I am full-time with my business. All the listings that you see for the band eyes that are available, that is all pre-painted. Otherwise, eyes are made to order on my website. I'm going to bubble wrap this and it'll be ready to go. My craft bag was such a mess, holy cow. Because the yarn up there was in it too, but I've thrown away some stuff, but still, I just have a tendency to like shove stuff in it when I get overwhelmed by clutter, and I can never like find stuff, and I'm like, gee, I wonder why. It's because it was so messy, but it's nice.
Got these two little compartments that when I'm on the go, I'll put like safety eyes, stitch markers. I put my hooks and my sewing sticks in there. Gosh, the lighting today. I do really like this little rolly bag that I use for my on-the-go craft bag. Super, super nice. So that's what I'm going to use to pack for my projects today, because we'll be gone most of the day. Last night when I was at my husband's party, it's so chill. Literally, it's so chill. There's just a bunch of us just hanging out. So we played some games, and then when we were just chilling, I did crochet a little bit. I was working on the hair for this Chibi Gojo that I'm testing. Show you, he kind of just looks like little Humpty Dumpty right now without his hair. But I finished his hair cap, and so I worked on that while we were all just hanging out. And if you guys haven't heard of body doubling, it's basically when you're just kind of hanging out or chit-chatting with somebody and you get work done. I'm telling you, body doubling, I get so much more done when I do it. I feel like I just need to either phone a friend or go hang out with somebody when I'm working on doll hair, because doll hair is the one thing that I don't like about dolls when I'm crocheting. It's just a tedious process and it can be time consuming. I really have liked this pattern. I'm not going to say I don't like it, but as far as like, I should start rating patterns on a marker-friendly scale 1 to 10. I don't know what I would rate him, but I just feel like the hair cap was fairly time-consuming. Would I make a bunch of these for the market? Personally, no. I felt like the hair cap just takes too long for me to want to whip up a bunch of these. And this is him in Posh. I mean, he's a decent size, even in Posh. Oh my gosh, he looks so funny. I'm going to be sewing this down. I choose to sew down my hair cap. This is a personal choice. I make my hair typically when I'm working in Posh for the body, I'll use velvet for the hair. And that's because if I glue it down, glue will get stuck on little pieces of velvet and just like fray it and mess it up. So that is why I choose to sew my hair caps down. And that is another reason that my dolls take a long time. I'm willing to do it because sewing it down allows me to really be meticulous with how the doll's hair looks on them. Gluing is faster, but it just does not give me the look that I'm going for. If I were using blanket yarn, I think I could get away with gluing it down, but because I do velvet, I really love the look that velvet gives. I think it gives it the nice little sheen that hair actually has. I do choose to sew it down. So here is his hair. It's done. Once it's all officially in place, it'll look really good. I have his glasses. Just picture him with, oh my gosh. Picture him, oh my gosh, it's hard to like position on the camera, but he's gonna get his little glasses. Those who are JJK fans know. So he's gonna get his little glasses on. It's hard to show, but he'll get his glasses on, his hair. I'm so excited for him to be done. The official finished project will be shown in my next video. I'm super, super excited. He is super cute. So I'm pumped. I was so happy when I got picked to test that. So literally all his components are done. I just have to give him his little like Jujutsu sorcerer gold pin and he'll be good to go. So I'm excited to show that finished product off in my next video. I also started a pattern test for Crochet by Smurf. She is another artist in the community that I have always admired a lot. She just is one of those who is so clearly genuine and stands for community over competition. So I have always admired her. Her name is Tia. It's really hard for me once I know somebody by their name to call them by their handle, but Crochet by Smurf over on Instagram. If you don't follow her, I would definitely check her out. So that is going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you've made it to this point, thank you so much for watching. If you are into anime or crocheted characters, crocheted dolls, love watching small business content and how I run my small business as an entrepreneur, I would love if you consider subscribing. It truly helps my channel more than you know. Be sure to wear your nerd loud and proud, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
I'd rather be with you.